Shades of Shakti, presented by the Drs. Kiran and Pallavi Patel Foundation for Global Understanding.
Hello, I'm Nisha Mathur and welcome to Shades of Shakti, a celebration of South Asian women. We celebrate inspirational South Asian women who have pushed past challenges. These women widen the scope of dreams and prove to be role models. Today we introduce you to a spirited young woman, Chandni Patel. Chandni became blind shortly after birth, but her lack of sight will not slow down this young woman. She has dreams of becoming a singer and recording artist. Her can-do attitude spreads to all areas of life and is inspirational. Being blind does not define who she is. Blindness is just a small part of her. Nothing can stop her from sharing her angelic voice and stunning audiences. No doubt it'll be her persistence and family support that will allow her to achieve her dreams. Roshni, Chandni, welcome to Shades of Shakti. I am so happy to be sitting here with both of you, two very inspiring women. Roshni, I would like to now start off with taking it to the very beginning. You were married at the age of 18, pregnant with Chandni at 20. Tell us about your pregnancy. Was it a normal pregnancy?
Yeah, my pregnancy was really normal. I was doing everything absolutely fine. I don't have any issues with my pregnancy. Not even I have a eating problem or no kind of nothing.
So it was a pretty smooth pregnancy.
Very smooth.
At the age of 20, were you ready to be a mom?
At age of 20, nobody is ready for a mom. But I was very excited being a pregnant.
Roshni, Chandni was due March 1990, yet tell us what happened on December 27, 1989.
December 27, 1989, early morning around 6 o'clock, suddenly my contraction started and it was following by a couple of like 20 minutes and then it started heavier. So we went to the hospital and doctor told us that they have to admit me and they have to deliver a baby.
So they had to deliver
Chandni
that day?
That day.
That was 3 months early.
That was 3 months early.
Okay. Then what happened?
That they delivered, Chandni decided to come. They did their best to do it, anything to stop the contractions, but they couldn't. And they have to say that we have to deliver a baby no matter what, otherwise there'll be a lots of problem. And then they told us that she is going to stay in the hospital for 3 months. They put her in incubator and she was only 500 grams when she was born.
So, Roshni, you were dealing with a premature baby, all the challenges that are involved with having a premature baby. Yet, a few months after Chandni was born, you were hit with some news. Tell us about that.
When they gave Chandni at 27 March, exact same date as my delivery date, they released her from the hospital. We were very excited to take her at the home. Like our little princess, she's coming back home after 3 months and everyone was very happy in our family too. And we have to go to see a doctor on 1st of April for her regular checkup, that everything is normal after she came from hospital. And that day, doctor told her that her eyesight are damaged and she will not see for life. She's completely blind.
How many months old was Chandni at that point?
3 months.
So at 3 months, you were told that Chandni would be blind for the rest of her life.
Yes.
Chandni's parents were shocked by the news that their precious daughter would be blind for the rest of her life. What does a mother do? What was your reaction, your husband's reaction?
My reaction and my husband was like, we were crying. Actually, we were pouring our tears that where everything went wrong. He told us that giving her a heavy oxygen, her eyesights are damaged. And you can't do anything for that.
There was no cure to this.
No.
What was the reaction of your family, friends, all those around you?
Everyone was shocked. Nobody has words to say anything. I was not prepared for that moment either.
What is it like to be blind? Is it like having your eyes closed?
Comparing it to when I could see, the blackness that I have, it's not like a black colour. It's more like when you open your eyes in the middle of the night and the room is in pitch black. It's like a very dark, grey-black void. And that's what I see. It's like a black void grey space rather than just having your eyes closed.
How does Chandni cope with blindness? More of her story when we return. From getting dressed in the morning to going to school, Chandni and her family must organize her life meticulously. At this point, Roshni, I hate to use the word strategy, but what was your strategy on how you were going to go about raising your daughter?
Actually, at that time I was 20. I was kind of kid and it's hard. It took 3 months to get out from that shock, and once I get it out, I know what to do.
And what was that?
Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to face this challenge day by day, every moment of my life, to raise her absolutely as a normal child. And I was trying my best to do it.
Chandni, tell us what your childhood was like. What were some of the challenges you faced going to school, interacting with peers?
It was hard for me, just like anything is in life. I got picked on by people who didn't understand what it was like to be blind or have a cane, but I had a strong group of supportive family and friends who helped me get through each day.
How did you get around, like getting on the school bus, going to classes? What was the process of even taking a class and doing your homework? How did you go about all of that?
I get around with my cane on the bus, at school, everywhere. My cane is my eyes.
Mm-hmm. And classes, how did you learn the material? Was it just by listening?
Mostly by listening and Braille. I would do all my homework in Braille.
What was the most challenging part, the most emotionally challenging part as a kid being blind?
I don't really have an emotional connection to being blind because I never knew what it was like to see. Society judges people by the way they dress, by their skin color, and by the way they present themselves. But for me, people are equal, and that's a beautiful thing to have.
Wow, what an amazing perspective. I wish that we could have that perspective as well. I mean, sometimes I feel blindness is a gift because it really enlightens you on things that are more important in life than what we tend to focus on. So that's amazing. When an individual is blind, he or she faces two major challenges. First, learning the skills and techniques to carry on as a normal, productive citizen in the community. And second, to become aware of and learn to cope with public attitudes and misconceptions about blindness. Do you think those around you, Chandni, were supportive and encouraging or more condescending?
I remember when I was in kindergarten, I took some psychological tests. The teacher who assessed those tests told my mom that I was mentally retarded and that I would never graduate from high school or go to college, but I proved her wrong.
So just because you were blind, she just assumed that you couldn't do anything else and told your mom you were retarded.
Right, exactly.
How did that make you feel? Did it hurt you or did it make you more empowered to prove her wrong?
It made me more empowered to prove her wrong.
The award-winning film Black is about a girl who is blind, yet determined like Chandni to pursue her education.
तो मेरी टीचर ने मुझे ब्लैक का एक नया अर्थ समझाया। ब्लैक का मतलब सिर्फ घुटन या अंधेरा नहीं होता। It is the color of achievement, the color of knowledge, the color of the graduation robe. वही रंग जो आप सबने आज पहना है। पर फर्क है आप में और मुझ में।
Chandni has a unique way of looking at her world. She takes us inside this world after the break. Chandni was born premature and is blind, yet Chandni still sees the world in her own way. For a young lady who was blind from the beginning, Chandni, what does your world look like?
In my eyes, the world is a beautiful place full of colorful buildings and people.
Chandni, do you dream?
I dream of seeing my parents someday and driving a car.
Driving a car. What kind of car do you want to drive?
I dream of driving a sports car, like a two-door car.
Down the highway, speeding or within the speed limit?
Within the speed limit.
Okay, so as long as you're driving within the speed limit, that's good.
You don't want to cause any accidents.
No, you don't. Chandni's dreams are sweet and simple. Chandni, you said you dream of seeing your parents one day, and I know that your sister is also very, very important to you. Tell us about the relationship you have with your sister.
We have a normal relationship with my sister. We fight, we talk about things to each other. We've always supported each other.
What kinds of things do you do together?
We go eat out together, we go watch movies together.
It must be great to have such a supportive sister.
She's a very important aspect in my life, and she has always been there for me when I've needed her
Right.
and when I've had to lean on her shoulder.
Oh, that's nice.
When I was born, I knew, ever since I was young, I knew I always had a job to take care of my sister, because I knew she was blind. My mom explained it to me, and I knew that I always had to be there for her, support her throughout the whole way. So I really didn't play a younger sister role. I always had an older sister role. But then it's the same as other siblings, as in we yell, we fight, we bicker. She gets me in trouble all the time. She bullies me, and I bully her too, but that's just how it is. But yeah, I guess it's as normal as it can get.
Chandni, you speak so eloquently. Tell us how you learned how to read, write, and speak, because for a person with vision, I feel like everything involves vision, reading, writing, speaking. How did you go about it?
I learned to read and write in Braille with one-on-one training by my mom and by my teachers that I've had, and I learned to speak by listening to my surroundings.
सूरज की किरणें झलमल झलमल जागो हुई है हलचल हलचल सूरज की किरणें झलमल जागो हुई है हलचल इंद्रधनुष के टुकड़े लाकर घोलो उनको रंग बनाकर धरती का हर कोना कोना अब तो अपने मन का होना नाम ना हो अब रंग ही पूछे लाल हो दाढ़ी तो हरी हो मूछे
तेरा तो रंग ही नहीं छूट रहा है।
वार्डन काका रंग कितने रंग के होते हैं?
लाल, नीला, पीला, हरा।
हरा कैसा होता है?
अब कैसे बताऊं तुझे?
When we return, find out how Chandni's voice has been her great escape. Chandni may be blind, but her voice is a gift from God that has touched the souls of audiences. You made it through kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, and then graduated high school. Tell us about the moment that you graduated. What was that feeling like?
That was a big accomplishment for me. I proved many people wrong, just like that teacher that I talked about earlier.
You definitely proved a lot of people wrong in the process.
People just judge by the cover and say, oh, just because she can't see, she can't do this. And that really upsets me because honestly, some high school students don't even get through college, and my sister's in college. So that's what really makes me proud though.
What are your dreams for your sister?
Honestly, my dreams for my sister, I just want her to do what she wants. I'll be happy if she's happy. I'll always be there to support her, and I really want her to achieve what she really wants to do.
You're now studying in community college. You have a minor in music, a degree in English, and you plan to transfer and finish your four-year degree in English and music. What are your dreams as far as education goes?
My dreams as far as education go are working with people that I will be meeting someday and inspiring people.
Chandni, I know music is very important to you. Tell us what sparked your interest in music.
I started listening to songs from the movie Sajan, and I would spend hours memorizing them and singing along with them, and my mom saw this and said, let me put her into choir. And she put me into choir, and I took music seriously from there.
What are some of your favorite performances that you've given?
Some of my favorite performances I've given are during Diwali dinner and the performance I did with Anil Kapoor at Ahoa.
Thank you so much. इतना सुर में तो मैंने आज तक गाया ही नहीं है. He was, Anju, fantastic, beautiful act. You saw the reaction, you heard, people love you so much, we all love you so much, and God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Anil Kapoor. So are you a Bollywood buff?
I am a Bollywood buff. I love Bollywood. I can't go without my Bollywood.
So when you watch a Bollywood movie, you listen to the movie, and is it easy for you to grasp the story by just listening?
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. I have to have the story described to me.
Okay.
In order to grasp it.
Tell us what music means to you, Chandni.
Music means the world to me. Music has always been a passion for me, and it has always calmed me from a bad day.
What do you feel when you are standing on stage performing in front of a large audience and you hear the applause at the end of your performance? What does that mean to you?
That means that I've done my best and I've moved the audience. I've made the audience cry. I've touched their heart.
Is it exhilarating to you when you hear that applause?
It is the best moment of my life. It's very exciting for me.
When I see Chandni perform on stage, it kind of gets me. It's just a different feeling. It makes me, I don't know, it gives me butterflies, and it's just like, wow, I can't believe she can do it. If she can do it, anyone can.
What frustrates you about some of the comments that you get regarding your daughter?
It frustrated me so much. It makes me mad. It makes me down. Sometimes that I'm doing so much, I'm not asking any help from anyone. Why she's putting this much time behind her? And maybe she's not going to go further, or she's not going to work. That makes me mad.
So people are discouraging.
Yeah, they are.
How do you handle that?
It's hard to handle it. But I think I had that energy. When I see my daughters, I can do it anything. My world ends for them. Like they are my world.
Chandni, at this point, what is your biggest frustration?
My biggest frustration is asking for help wherever I go.
Why does that bother you?
It bothers me because I feel that I could do it on my own, but I know I can't do it on my own because I don't have vision.
What makes you the happiest?
Traveling makes me the happiest, and watching movies and listening to music and going out with my friends and dessert.
And you said you love traveling. What are some of your favorite places that you've visited?
My favorite places that I've visited are New York and India and
Chandni,
Europe.
But do you face stigma when you go to India?
From some people, I face stigma like, oh, she can't really do anything, you know, stigma like that. But I proved to them that I could do everything and I'm independent.
Absolutely. What would you like others to know about Chandni? I mean, I think when people see you, they may say, oh, she's blind. But that's not who you are. And we've seen in this interview, there's a lot more behind you than just being blind. What would you like people to know about Chandni?
I would like the world to know that I'm a normal 25-year-old woman just like anyone else. And whether you have a disability or not, that shouldn't stop you or excuse you from pursuing your dreams.
Chandni, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I see myself working as a teacher, as a creative writing teacher, and I see myself performing.
Singing?
Singing.
Do you want to take it to an international level?
I want to take it to an international level someday.
And I bet we'll see you there. I have no doubts that we're going to see you performing all over. And just to give the audience a taste of that beautiful voice, do you mind ending our interview with a few lines of your favorite song?
I would like to end it with a pratna that has always touched my heart. I'll just sing a couple of lines of it. Itni shakti hame de na data, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना.
That was beautiful. Spectacular. Thank you so much, Chandni.
Thank you. It was an honor to be here today.
We love chatting with you. Thank you. If there's anyone who exemplifies the capabilities of the visually impaired, it's Chandni Patel. She may not have her sight, but this young girl is fearless in expressing her incredible talent. Chandni's mother believes her daughter's drive and independence can be an inspiration to others, a reminder that any obstacle can be overcome. And that's what Shades of Shakti is all about. Our women of Shakti show us that we need to embrace our power, find our voice, and believe in our dreams. Keep your emails coming in at shadesofshakti@tvasiausa.com and visit our Facebook page for updates on our series. I'm Nisha Mathur, reminding you that it's time to celebrate, build self-confidence, and create the life you want to live.